My question to you was, are you a doctor? You said yes. And so my follow-up is, where did you end that degree?
So please.
Please go ahead. If you jump on.
You said 3 days. Which institution conferred your PhD degree for you? One. Where did you earn it? When was it confirmed? We are here. Just mention. Let's all see.
I don't think I answered to you, but I'm here for a discussion, and I like you to respect yourself. Yes, so respect yourself.
Public knowledge.
Hello, Mr. Ayariga.
Hello. I don't care what you got from.
Hello, Mr. Ayariga.
From. Just allow me to talk, please.
Sure.
And then you are sitting there telling me that I am not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. No, I am not a doctor. I am what?
I'm what?
Have you seen my degrees?
Dr. Hassan
The
Ayariga.
conversation I put before you is that till date I have not received a letter from DTech. That is my first concern.
Understood, yeah.
Number two, DTech wrote to the media and has not written to me. So I should go to the media and ask the question. What was the essence of DTech writing to the media?
The point. You see, I woke up this morning and all I could hear was social media saying that DTech says I cannot use my doctorate degree. And I asked, how? I didn't get any letter from DTech.
Well, that's unfair.
How did they come to that conclusion?
The Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, popularly known as JTEC, has written to Dr. Hassan Ayariga and instructed him to desist from using the title doctor in his official documentation, in his official name, in his social media, anything that has to do with Dr. Hassan Ayariga. They've instructed him to take away the doctor and use his name Hassan Ayariga. This is because they have written to Dr. Hassan Ayariga several times to provide evidence showing that indeed he is a doctor, because judging from the institutions in Ghana and abroad that offer those doctorate degrees and position, they have checked and there was nowhere they saw Dr. Hassan Ayariga's name in there. And so they want Dr. Hassan Ayariga to provide them evidence. Now, this is what they requested from him. So they wanted Dr. Hassan Ayariga to submit to them documentation clarifying the use of the doctor. That's number one. Number two, whether his doctorate was an honorary doctorate or he earned it. And then next is name of the awarding institution that gave him the doctorate and the date he got the doctorate, with the title and details and everything that backs up that indeed Dr. Hassan Ayariga is a doctor. And they gave him up till July 31st to provide all those documentation. Else he should stop and cease the use of doctor in any of his documentation. Now, Dr. Hassan Ayariga also said that GTEC has not written to him and that he woke up one morning and saw that it was all over social media that he should stop the use of the doctor. Meanwhile, GTEC has refused to write to him officially.
The point. You see, I woke up this morning and all I could hear was social media saying that GTEC says I cannot use my doctorate degree. And I asked, how? I didn't get any letter from GTEC. How did they come to that conclusion?
But GTEC refused this vehemently, saying that they had communicated to Dr. Hassan Ayariga either in written or officially. They've done all of that on several platforms, and they've asked him to submit details that shows that he is a doctor and there won't be any problem. And doctor had refused to submit it.
His doctorate is a PhD and he has 2 other honorary doctorates. He said he has 3. That was what he said. 2 honorary and 1 academic. They said, well, we are not interested in the honorary. Provide evidence of the academic. We didn't hear from him. We sent him a message. We didn't hear from him. Then we wrote to him officially. And in fact, the official letter that was written to him was not put up to the public domain. He responded officially to our letter by writing. And we have the writing there, and he signed Dr. Hassan Ayariga. So we ask that if you are Dr. Hassan Ayariga, provide us with evidence of the doctorate. And he says he's not going to do that. In fact, he had an interview with Bola Ray some time back. He said his PhD was in business management with the thesis being in political science. Then he had another interview with Paul Adumochre, and he says his PhD is in political science and his thesis is in political tolerance. Yeah. So we said, look, it's quite interesting. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a body mandated with regulation of titles when it comes to academia, the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission wants to emphasize that individuals cannot use the title Honorable Doctor, Doctor into brackets Honorable, Doctor into brackets Honorable Corsa, Honorable Prof, Prof Honorary, Prof Honorary Corsa. I have had people in academia, people in high authority who have said, my opinion is that you can use Doctor / Honorary Corsa. The Ghana Tertiary Education Commission wants to state for the avoidance of doubt that you cannot use that. Individuals using these titles based on honor hours are in violation of Act 1023.
And so they held a press conference to put that across. Now, after that, on the JoyNews Live, they had a banter with Dr. Hassan Ayariga and officials of JTech, and this was what ensued.
You said three things. Which institution conferred your PhD degree for you? One. Where did you earn it? When was it confirmed? We are here. Just mention. Let's all see.
Did you? I don't think I answered to you, but I'm here for a discussion, and I like you to respect yourself. No. Yes, so respect yourself.
Public knowledge. I can tell you.
Hello, Mr. Ayariga. Hello.
I don't care what you got from.
Hello, Mr. Ayariga.
From. Just allow me to talk, please. We are not in the kindergarten. We are not children here. So we talking. No.
Nobody is talking here. But I ask the questions, please. I ask the questions, and my question to you was: are you a doctor? You said yes. And so my follow-up is: where did you earn that degree?
So please,
please go ahead. If you can,
I am not done. Yeah. I am not done.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
I am not done talking. So first of all, the lawyer, including the gentleman there, seems to come out of the context of the conversation that we are having. The conversation I put before you is that till date I have not received a letter from JTech. That is my first concern.
Understood, yeah.
Number two, JTech wrote to the media and has not written to me. So I should go to the media and ask the question, what was the essence of JTech writing to the media and not to me? If JTech wanted my degrees, whether it was conferred or it was handed or the PhD, they should write to me, wait for me to give them answers. If I cannot give them answers, then they have the right to go to the media to say, Dr. Ayariga, we wrote to you, you cannot provide A, B, C, and D, and in that case, we want you to stop using it. But you don't write to the media and expect me to answer. What kind of institution does that? And then you are sitting there telling me that I am not a doctor, I'm not a doctor. No, I am not a doctor, I am what? Have you seen my degrees? Have you asked me? So please, I beg you, with all due respect, hold on. Let me land. If you allow me to land, please.
Okay, I've kept quiet.
Please, if you allow me to land. We are here as gentlemen. You have said yours. I was mute. I was listening to you.
Please proceed. I've kept quiet.
Yes. So in code, what I want you to know is that I have 2 honorary degrees. Conferred to me, 2.
Doctorate,
and I
right?
Have 1,
yeah. Okay.
And I have 1 PhD.
Okay.
I did my PhD in political science, and my thesis was on political tolerance and violence. So if you want to know, I will first of all ask you, if you destroy my name, my reputation, and you are asking me to come and sit down on TV and clarify that for you, I won't do that. You pay the damages for destroying my, credibility. And that is what I intend to do with JTech. And I'm going to do that with JTech. So whether you want to know, I've given you the thesis, I've given you the school, the class of PhDs I have. And finally, let me be very sincere with you. If JTech was not doing any propaganda, as you rightly said, they are not. What is the essence of writing a letter to me on the 14th and in the 15th in the media asking the same question when I don't have it? How do I answer to you when I don't have a letter? So as you start reading postcards from media, JTech has written to us, JTech has written, then you come and tell me I'm not. Even if I am given a honorary degree, let me tell you, honorary degrees are not fake. Let me explain to you. The first president of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, never had a PhD. Never. Let me educate you on that. Go and Google, and you will see that Nkrumah never had a PhD. He was given a honorary degree, and he'd be using it. We all call him Dr. Kwame Nkrumah till date. You see, even those who are handed are entitled to use it. GTEC's regulation says regulate. It did not say stop them. Regulate. Go back and read 1023 Article 4B. It says regulate. It did not say stop them. So when you are reading your what do you call it? The regulations, read them very well and understand them very well.
Yeah.
It did not say stop people.
Yeah.
So if I am given or conferred with a honorary degree by certain institution, you don't tell me that stop using it. Why then was I conferred with it?
Points. I mean, you
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand.
Why? Because don't forget, in PhD we write thesis, we write paper, we do research, we come and submit. Those who are given honorary degrees, they have served the community, the capacity beyond what we wrote to get PhD. They have served the nation well.
Yeah.
So when they are given honorary degrees, and then you say, "Oh, we have honored you. Don't use it." Why do you honor the person?
In the case of my good senior brother, Hassan Ayariga, he has 2 honorary doctorates, and he says he has a PhD. We are not even going after the honorary doctorate. We say that if you have a PhD, produce evidence. If you produce the evidence, and that evidence is verifiable, is authentic, you use your doctorate.
Well, Prof, he said that you have not written to him officially.
We have written to him. He has written back to us officially. And if we have not written, what is the means of writing? The means of writing is communication. He's communicated a lot to us, and he knows that GTEC has flagged his professorship. So please, Honorable, respectfully.
Prof.
Let me bring in Hassan Ayariga. Hassan Ayariga, please come in.
Let me state.
Hassan Ayariga, no,
we are
Prof,
not witch hunt.
Yeah, Prof, we'll come to you on the side of the witch hunt.
Just give you should give you the evidence on TV.
Hello, Prof.
And let the general public look at it.
Exactly. That's why.
And make a judgment.
Exactly. That's why I want to hear. That's why I want to hear from you, Mr. Ayariga.
No, he should just provide the evidence.
Well, that's why I'm questioning. You said that GTEC hasn't written to you. The Director General is here. He said they've engaged you on several occasions.
Privately.
With all due respect to my younger brother, that is not true. If that was true, we wouldn't have been here. How long will it take me to provide a piece of paper? How long? A degree? It's
not a piece of paper. That is where you got it wrong.
Prof, can you allow me to learn? How long will it take me to go into my wardrobe and pull out a piece of paper that is written there, PhD, to give it to you? How long will it take? But the way you destroy my reputation by telling people you wrote to me and the letter is in the media and I never received it. Can you prove to the world that you have given me a letter? I dare you to prove that letter. Prove that letter to me.
Prof, do you have any letter to show?
You, do you have a proof that you have given me a letter?
Do you have a proof?
Honorable, let me say this.
Please, my brother, I am asking you. Just answer that you have a proof that you have given me a letter beside the one I saw in the media.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
When you were talking, I was listening. Let me land. When I land, you remember I called you.
Yes.
You remember I called you as a brother, and I said, "My brother, how are you?" You said, "Fine." I said, "This is Dr. Ansah." You said, "I'm not a doctor." Then we started the banter there, and I said, "Look, you have not written to me, yet you go out to the media to tell the media I have received the letter. Where is my letter? Didn't I call you? That is statesmanship. I called you personally. You didn't like my conversation. You went off the phone. True or false? As we speak today, you and I know. You know it deep in your heart that I don't have a letter from you. It was a propaganda just to put my name out there. You wrote the letter on the 14th. On the 15th, I saw the letter circulated in the media. So I quickly wrote a piece of paper to you and asked you, was this a witch hunt of letter to me or not? Don't you have that letter? Was that a response to you? It was I asked you that I have seen the letter circulated in the media. That was a response to you, not a letter responding to a letter you have given to me. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Prof, so when you say that, when you tell the media that you have written to me as a brother, I disagree. And I say, prove it. To date, I don't have that letter. If I have the letter, I will call you, walk to you, and give you the piece of paper you are looking for.
Now, after this, Doctor was on Good Evening Ghana with Paul Adomotre, and Paul threw the question to him whether indeed he was a real doctor or he isn't.
But do you have a doctorate?
Of course.
From where?
If I tell you, then I will not be able to sue them.
So you won't tell me?
I won't tell you.
But it's doctorate properly?
Yes,
you studied for
properly,
it?
Yes.
You wrote a thesis?
I have three doctorates.
Oh, three?
Two has honorary and then one from my
So the
team.
honorary you can't use, that's what they mean. But the one that you say
They
is...
did not even ask me to submit. I didn't even get a letter from them. How do you do? Why do we behave in this way? Somebody like Hassan Ayariga, you want to ask him of his doctorate. The most important thing is to issue him a formal letter and ask him to write to you. You write? But now I got the news. I heard it from the news that GTech is asking Hassan Ayariga of his doctorate. And the letter was written yesterday. And media took it this morning. And I didn't get a copy.
So I'm allowed to call you Dr. Hassan Ayariga?
Of course, I am Dr. Hassan Ayariga.
What is the PhD? Is it in engineering? Is it in science? Is it in environmental science? Is it in politics?
Science.
It's in political science?
Yes.
From a university in Ghana?
No.
Where?
I won't tell you.
Hey.
There's no need.
You won't tell me?
Yes, that is no need. Okay. Because once they have failed to follow due process, I will use the due process to correct them and sue them for that defamation of character. Because before you start selling somebody not to use something publicly,
you must have investigated.
You must have investigated and even written to that person and wait for his response and hear from him.
Maybe they put your name in the portal, PhDs across the world. Hassan Ayariga, the portal says, they cannot. It blinks.
They cannot. You know, you put it, it will give you. You don't put it. Portals of PhDs are there. The schools are there. They will show. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it's honorary or PhD in academia or whatever, it will show. But the fact of the matter is, follow due process. I'm not just an ordinary person for you to sit down in your office.
You're a three-time presidential candidate.
Yes, and be writing anything. What do you mean? You think we're jokers here or what? Come on.
Now, Dr. Hassan Ayariga revealed that yes, he's a doctor with 2 honorary doctorates and 1 academic doctor, which he got. But he refused to put out the documentation, saying that he wants to use that due process that GTech has refused to follow to sue them for defamation. After this, there was an interview that one blogger went to Dr. Hassan Ayariga's residence to interview him. And she also put the same question, whether Dr. Hassan Ayariga is indeed a doctor. And doctor proved it by showing some of his doctorate certificates, but we did not see what it entails. And so we can't confirm if that was indeed his doctorate, but he showed them some of these, documents or degrees.
Did I come to GTech looking for jobs so that they could take my CV and go around and looking for whether I have a doctorate degree?
Do you have a doctorate degree?
Of course. Why will I be calling myself a doctor when I don't have one? If GTech wants it, they should write to me. And I'll gladly open this drawer and show you. Even right now, I can gladly open and show you. You just entered my room. I didn't enter here with you. And have you sit. You see, this is a doctorate degree.
Regan. Okay,
This is there are several of them. There are 3 of them. And I can give you one after the other. Right? And I'm not interested in doing that. Because I want to deal with it at the appropriate time. Heard that they've gone around the whole country asking people not to use honorary degrees and call themselves title. Are they serious?
Now that legal battle is still lingering on as Dr. Hassan Ayariga refused to submit his credentials to GTech and has threatened to sue them if they make any further mistakes. But we're yet to see the finalities of the whole story, whether Dr. Hassan Ayariga will submit it or he will sue them, and what GTech will also do, because Doctor has not refused the use. He's still using the Dr. Hassan Ayariga, and so we're yet to see. But what do you think of the whole story? Do you think Dr. Hassan Ayariga can be parading all along as a doctor without the due certificate? For me, I don't think so. But what do you also think? Leave it in the comment section.